Luderitz is truly one of my favorite places in the whole world. It looks like a village set in a Star Wars galaxy and has an aura of being out of this world. While the town wasn't developed upon first arrival, Portuguese explorer Dias landed near Luderitz nearly 500 years ago, and the story of Luderitz has been rich ever since. Initially called Anglo Pequeno, from colonial history to diamond digging, the remnants of the past are ever present. We're Megan Aljon, visitors from Cape Town, and this is a City Slicker's Guide to Luderitz. Located 683 kilometers from Windhoek, or 1,130 kilometers from Cape Town, between the sand, sea and speergebied, Namibia's prohibited diamond territory, Luderitz displays so many fascinating stories from days gone by. Luderitz is located on the west coast of Namibia and is a small drinking town with a fishing problem, as they say. Once turning off Namibia's national highway, the B1, and driving towards the ocean, look out for the ever-famous desert horses near Aus. Abandoned many years ago by the German army, they have adapted and live well in the desert. Strandwolves have, however, become their greatest threat, and their numbers are dwindling, so keep your eyes peeled. The stark, black-tarred roads between tan dunes will eventually deliver you to the dusty town of Luderitz. Camping in Luderitz seems to be very popular, which is quite interesting as it can be notoriously windy. Shark Island is a popular camping destination, as well as Dias's Point, which is about 20 kilometers outside of Luderitz. Our favorite places to stay are Kratplatz due to the off-street parking and in-house restaurant. Luderitz can have quite a lot of petty crime due to high unemployment rates, so if you have the ability to park off-street, we recommend this. Paradise after tar, gravel road after gravel road after gravel road. And look, we've even got a beautiful sea view with the dunes. We also absolutely loved our stay at the Shark Island Lighthouse. Part of the NWR group, it's been refurbished to suit travelers seeking a modern, self-catering option. With 2 bedrooms, large lounge with DSTV, Wi-Fi and kitchen, the views across the bay are absolutely incredible. We popped through the roof trap door for sunrise and sunset just because we have the privilege of doing so, and it did not disappoint. For once the wind wasn't blowing, and wow, unforgettable views. We've also stayed at The Nest, which is the traditional choice for corporate travel, as well as Obelix Guest House, a 3-star hotel that is affordable with off-street parking but no views. Luderitz is living history with many interesting places to see. Colemanskop is the most famous, with houses filled with sand, commonly known as ghost houses. These are spooky and magical and wonderful all at the same time. There are also remnants of regular town services like the hospital, bowling alley and mess, all abandoned after diamonds were found further south along the Orange River. It is hot. I reckon it's probably about 32. And it's not only that the sun's warm, but it's the wind. The wind is really hot, and I'm getting sand in my ears. But Colemanskop, you're always amazing. I love visiting this ghost town, and I will definitely be back. Permits are required to enter Colemanskop and can be gained at the Namdeb Gate. Please note that the site is closed from 1 p.m. due to the wind that picks up in the afternoon. They do, however, have a little cafe and curio store at Colemanskop. It's a super fascinating village that has totally captured the past, and one can only imagine what it would have been like to exchange sailing the seas from Germany for trying to establish a life in the Sea of Dunes 100 years ago. Gurkey House is my second favorite place to visit due to the location of the home. Imagine importing wood all the way from Europe to build this Art Nouveau house on a rocky hillside in the middle of nowhere. It took a lot of effort and expense, as expressed through the wooden banisters, high ceilings, round balconies, and stained glass windows. It's a beautiful home, and it's wonderful to think about the people who may have lived there once upon a time, tinkling on their grand piano and striving for a better life. The Felsenkirche is a small church built on the hillside. The main attraction is the stained glass windows, which are most beautiful in the late afternoon light as the sun sets across the bay. While cruising through the town and observing all the beautifully preserved buildings, make your way to the colourful concrete letters, which make a fun picture if you're looking for an Instagrammable moment. They're one of Luderitz's most modern touches and add a pop of colour to this dusty dorp. Catamaran tours have started in the past few years, and while we've not managed to do one yet, they are high on our list for our next visit. We observe the vessel go out in the morning and late afternoons and would love to experience the coastline from a different angle. In 2024, a gym with a sea view has also opened, an oyster bar, since oysters are actually farmed off the coast of Luderitz, as well as the Luderitz Museum are all the latest additions to the small town. Barrels is an absolute institution in Luderitz and is always a good time. From their famous fresh soup available every night to delicious ice wine, enjoy cold local beers and shooters in the Merry Tavern.
I just had the most epic bowl of soup because everybody comes to this restaurant for the soup, which I didn't know. So when I came here last night, I skipped the soup even though it's free, dirt, and then everyone was eating the soup. I was like, what the hell? So tonight I had the soup and it was magnifique.
The best part about Barrels is that it's attached to Kratplatz, so if you're staying there, you can walk straight back to your room. For lunch, head down to the Desert Deli, a local coffee shop offering delicious baked goods, light meals, cool drinks, coffees, and a delightful gift shop inside. Luderitz used to have some of the most amazing bakeries, which faded during the pandemic. I sincerely hope that they return, as they always baked the most incredible cinnamon buns and Brötchens fresh breads that were out of this world. Finally, we don't eat seafood, but we've heard excellent reviews about the Portuguese fish. Find these restaurants all in the center of town. If you're traveling through Namibia and you're looking for a pharmacy, there are two in town. We always find ourselves back at Luderitzbucht Pharmacy, as it is so well stocked. The staff are also very helpful, and you're likely to find anything you need in this shop. The Namib office machines is also a good place to go if you need a memory card for your camera or an electrical thing or two. It doesn't have the latest technology by any means, but it's your best bet for finding something if you need it. Next to House Eerbalance is a little shop that sells premium cigars, vape liquid, and trinkets. It's worth popping into, as I bought a number of postcards and sent them to my friends around the world from the post office in Luderitz. There are also two petrol stations in town, a Shell and an Engen, and be sure to pop into the bottle store so you can explore some of Namibia's unique liquors like Zuzu, which is imported from Germany. Behind the pharmacy is the Colonial Station, which still runs today. Keep your eyes peeled for steam trains making their way into the town. There's also an airport in Luderitz that has 3 flights per week to Windhoek. Take a look at the FlyNam website for the latest information about flights to and from Luderitz. Reception is good in Luderitz if you have an MTC SIM card. You can acquire one of these from Oranje, Keetmanshoop, or from the Grove Mall in Windhoek. Alternatively, connect to your accommodation's Wi-Fi to get online. We don't recommend trying to do any heavy work like uploading video files or the like, but you shouldn't have an issue sending WhatsApp messages or simple mails. Luderitz is a strange and beautiful town, half living in the future and half in the past. It's an absolute must-do if you're driving from Cape Town to Namibia or are on an extended break and have time to travel south from Windhoek or Walvis Bay or Swakopmund. It's truly out of this world and there's just nothing like it. Thank you so much for following along on our little Namibian journey. We've had an amazing time collaborating with NWR. I really hope that you guys are inspired to visit Namibia. I'm going to put all the information onto my website as well, gotthepassports.com. So if you need to look up information, you can head there, link down below. Until next time, bye!